Hey guys, this is P.M.R.Bonez88, and today for my horror slasher movie review that I'll be talking about today is A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. So the second sequel to the Nightmare on Elm Street franchises, then it came in 1985 and made some money for the box office, but not too high. And however, for the fans that love like the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, for some of them, this second they were disappointed because due to the story plot and how it was trying to make it different. But the only best surprising ever is Robert Englund returning to none other than Freddy Krueger. And for Wes Craven, he did not return for the second sequel, so he stepped down. A new director named Jack Shoulder that directed the second sequel, and it stars Mark Patton to play the hero, which is Jesse Walls, and none of the girlfriend lover, Lisa, that was played by Kim Myers. So the movie starts out where everybody was like going home and the school bus came in, and that's where we introduced to Jesse, dressed up as some sort of a nerd. And then however the school bus was like driving faster and driving all the way down to the desert, like in the middle of nowhere. And somehow the big surprise is that Freddy was the one that was driving the bus, and two other girls and Jesse were like stuck with him. So one of them were either dreaming, all of them were dreaming about him. So surprisingly, somebody woke up in a huge, dramatically screaming. At first I thought it was one of the girls that woke up screaming for their lives, but surprisingly it was Jessie that was screaming like a little like a little girl. And for this scream, just like almost like ow, like hurt my ear. Like damn, can he scream that loud? Like seriously, damn. So anyways, old Jesse and his friend, at first I thought it was a bully that was like picking on him named Grady. So Jesse and Grady got into a fist fight during gym, and all of a sudden their gym teacher, aka Schneider, aka douchebag. That's why I think of Schneider. He's such a douchebag to those two, and sometimes he could be a real dick or an asshole. But he took them, he made them doing push-ups like throughout the whole day. And then the next night Jesse was having trouble sleeping, so he went downstairs to get a drink of water, and all of a sudden he spotted Freddy just going downstairs, and he follows him, and Freddy just like popped out of nowhere. And now for this big climactic scene ever where that he wanted Jesse to do like do all the kills for him. It's quite disturbing that how Freddy did when he said you got the body and I got the brain. That was like really disturbing, and all of a sudden Jesse just once again screams like a little girl again, but then he wakes up by screaming to save his own life. So how amazing that now they're trying to make it different. So I guess now I see the reason what Jack Shoulder was going through and trying to make the story different comparing to from the first film and up to the second film. But it's like trying to connected to it, and to see Freddy's makeup is like very different now. They try to make him look skeletal, like very skinny and almost like a skeleton witch like some sort of. So the makeup wasn't too bad. At least I like how they changed Freddy just a bit, and we don't even see him using the glove, not too much, not throughout the whole movie, just for a couple of scenes, only through the beginning of the bus scene, and then he uses glove just for scaring Jesse. And then the other scene which we barely see Freddy, I think somehow they used a different frame in the bathroom scene. And speaking of the bathroom scene, there was like kind of disturbing, like where Schneider just like was like getting like all wrapped up like using the jump rope, and then they stripped, and somehow he was stripped down butt naked, completely butt naked, and just like whacking him with a towel, especially where we see Freddy just like using Jesse just as a host and believe that he killed Schneider. It somehow doesn't make any sense, because Freddy's supposed to kill you in your dreams, but not in the real world, not while you're awake. That really didn't make no sense for some reason. But the kills were very good, and especially during the pool scene where we see Freddy like killing all the kids one by one and scaring them out to death. I like the part where this one kid was like trying to keep Freddy like calming down, just like relaxing, and for some reason the big climactic scene ever gets him, just threw him right into the barbecue grill. That was like the biggest epic scene ever. That was my favorite. Even some sort of like the puppeteer, the effects, like how Freddy like slowly like starts comes out of him, and Jesse starts to transform into Freddy, but actually he's not really transforming. He's somehow like Freddy's just like coming out of him, like coming out of his body. And just like the big epic scene, Freddy just sliced Jesse's own stomach, and then he just slightly come out and just like killing Jesse, and to make him believe that Jesse did it, like Jesse really thought that he killed his own best friend. So for Freddy's Revenge it's actually a good, okay, decent movie in my opinion. It's an okay movie. Some of the kills were very good, and some of them were quite disturbing, but most of them were very good. And where the one scene ever is where we see Jesse just starts cleaning up his room, and all of a sudden he starts putting on some 80s pop music, and then he starts dancing and wearing these first he wears these normal sunglasses, and then he starts to wear these, I don't know, I guess these different like 80s glasses. I'm just calling it 80s glasses because who makes these kind of sunglasses anymore now, huh? Honestly. He starts dancing. I don't know what kind of dance it is, but it was really quite disturbing. And then all of a sudden, both Jesse's mother and Lisa comes into his room and sees him dancing, and just, what the hell? I don't know what kind of toy he was using, but it was really quite disturbing. Like, seriously, Jesse, your mother and your girlfriend are like seeing you what you're doing, and it's really quite disturbing. Hell, I don't even want to do that. Even when I do that dance in my room, and then all of a sudden either my parents or my girlfriend, my friends seeing what the hell am I doing, they'll probably just look at me and just say to myself, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, honestly, seriously. That's like, dude, disturbing. Almost at the ending, we see Lisa trying to help Jesse to come back to him, and Freddy was like at first getting ready to kill her, but then Jesse's voice just like starts to show up, and for some reason Lisa just kisses Freddy on the lips, like, oh my god, that's true love's kiss, to kill the beast and bring back to your prince to life. We see that Jesse and Lisa go into school, and that Lisa's friend just gets killed at the end. We see Freddy's hand just like pop out from Lisa's friend's chest, and all of a sudden the bus like goes back to the desert, and that was the end. So after done talking about this film, it's a good, decent horror movie. It's an okay movie just to watch, just to enjoy, but not too much enjoying. Well, only just for the kills, you know what I'm saying? Just only for the kills that I like. And seeing Robert Englund coming back as Freddy Krueger, I think it was great to see him back again to playing as Freddy Krueger once again. So just to rate this film, I would have to give Freddy's Revenge I would have to give it a 70 out of 100. Only for an okay movie, just to watch and just to sometimes watch and enjoy. But it's not as better than the first film, and it's not as great than the other Nightmare franchise, but except for, it's just okay just to watch. It's a good, decent horror movie just to at least watch it and see Robert Englund coming back to slice you and dice you again as Freddy again. And I do own this movie on Blu-ray and DVD. And this is P.M.R.Bonez88 signing off. His saying is, peace!